field. Kargbo. Good through ball, but the...
That man's an important one. Kargbo's look like a veteran, more like a senior this year than a freshman. It would be almost fitting if they had to go and be the number 2 seed and play away from Nickerson. On the schedule this year, only 7. It would almost be fitting, because that's where they've been most of the year. That was a handball, and then a lunging save again from Harris. He's shown a spark. Even if it's for a couple of minutes, to just try.
The sophomore, Aisha. Now Jovanovski, junior mid. Down to the grade. Products local and national. Terriers starting to gobble up some possession time. No call. Riccio went to ground, and he was helped down. Get a call, nothing there. Kargbo spins it ahead. Prince in the early going. And they'll get more chances ahead to goals in this match. Nearly a third. Try to give and go there. Intercepted instead by BU.
Good play defensively. Player down for the Terriers, but this attack for them is going to continue. Kargbo.
We've seen a couple chances for UMass. Now BU probing ahead for the first time in a while. We've cleared the 20-minute mark here in the first half. Scoreless draw thus far between UMass and BU. It's then 1 goal at Sacred Heart, 2 goals in a win over St. Peter's, and 3 goals in a decisive clear. Avasoli
takes his eye off the.
You can make that many saves is when
shots.
The defense allows so many opportunities.
It's definitely a tough balance. You want your goalkeeper to perform as best as he can, but if he's getting, peppered all afternoon, you're going to need your defense to step up a little bit. And even when it comes to the attack, if they're going to.
Long ball, back of him. John Frablich took the worst of that.
Free kick, maybe his experience would have helped him to get to it, but that's just individual brilliance from Matthew Cho.
To the left foot it goes for Peterson. Shot from rooted as far up the field as it can. Opportunity here for Perez. Steps to Kargbo. Chipped on. There's Nacho.
Yeah. Dangerous spot to be giving up a free kick, though. Deep in the opponent's corner. Anything from 10 to 14 saves on any given day.
I was about to say the same thing. It seems like Bonatti is finally getting Not something he's been alien to in the past,
Yeah.
certainly. Meanwhile, it's Kargbo. Now there's Knutson. Speak of the devil. Knut a little bit.
From 1996 to 2001, as part of DC United's MLS Cup victory in 1990. So tough to pick up the soccer ball when it's coming from light to dark. Hear batters talk about this too when they play.
Counter. Can't gather the ball near midfield now with the Terriers. Kargbo loops it.
Leahy and number 10, Mason Brummett. Replacing number 23,
Kargbo
Owen Houlihan.
chipping it to the post and offside for his left foot. Gets it along to Syracuse. Heavy touch.
Transfer 8 games this year. He's allowed just 10 goals.
Glenn Loyola's beautiful 10, 12 passes in a row. And one thing that you don't necessarily see is how hard the BUD.
Worth the shot to get him down there and see if he can't come away with the second goal. You would start to feel really good about your situation if you could just get a second on the board.
Without question. And he has one already this season.
He was in a great spot as that ball came to him. Just no real velocity on the shot.
Has had some success at home this season.
They did find some success away from home in a couple exhibition matches way back in the warm days of August. The best shot stoppers in the country, especially when you consider
they're getting trapped in their own end a little bit.
It's fun to see John Syracuse and George Abinaw playing up top in the conference formerly shared by these two clubs, America East, this year. A UMass squad that was ever dangerous, fell 3-2. Right now they've got to hold the Huskies off. Little too light on the touch there. Kargbo turns it around. Good passing there by the Terriers. To the right foot. Sapinski just couldn't settle it. Kargbo, nice win. In a tough area, off balance. Kept swinging away with that right foot. And he pulled the ball back for the Terriers. 42nd minute we go. No injuries.
Going forward. Ever since Syracuse left the game, they've had a little trouble getting that production up top. Wright just kind of isolated in there. No fault of his own. Just.
Ooh, you like those. What did Jacob Fucci get you? Kicked Dominic in the butt in a few years, having a C on his high school report card. Oh, you guys do full year classes. That's right. I forgot that.
Gets a very good Boston College team come through.
Peter Kargbo at the set piece. And freshman from Sierra Leone lines it up. And that one's Zamarani's frame, Scotty. 6'5", 205 pounds. Without Joshua Forbes, who was given a red card in the 44th minute for retaliation. If they still beat Quinnipiac 4, they were big underdogs.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Roberts even said that. Kind of wishes this is 2 weeks. Part of it, sure, it's going to be a bonding weekend for the team, but she's really looking at it as we need to play some good teams, or play some Pac-12 teams on the road, and try to get results out there, a draw or a win, maybe out of one of them at the very least, and start to build that profile up. A stronger defense and something to build off into the next game. And again, if you're Boston College, you're almost maybe upset that you don't play again. And once they get in there deep, though, the Eagles so good collapsing defensively on the ball that there isn't any space for any shot to get off. And yeah.
BU, and now they're going to try to counter here. And the ball will go up to the far side towards a run. BU had 4 players next to the line. They're trying to race one across.
And just to make sure recovering Crutzen wasn't kind of exploited for being out of shape right away. So you like to see that from one of your all-star scorers, that he's willing to help out the team and just keep organized and do
in their minds, at least for the near future. After what happens, is you want to make sure they come away with a victory here.
Neil Roberts.
Yeah, Dan, over the course of this year, he's put 2 shots on goal, 290 in the Harvard defensive zone.
Kargbo uses Lampus, who plays square to Corte. Now back to Kargbo. And they switch fields.
In the center midfielders for BU tonight.
And guys like Kargbo have been all over him all night. Hasn't had an inch of breathing room. The net in the second half. Harvard's definitely got on some of the pressure, most of the pressure, in fact, the last 10 minutes, but the Terriers have had a bend but not break.
That's a fortuitous bounce. Sestero towards the middle, and Sestero is maybe going to regret not taking that shot for holding.
Day in and day out, going to be performing. Oh,
ooh, that was well placed. One
gives you another.
Anything here late? They're going to need goals in rapid succession with the McDonald PK. And then Ozo putting in that dagger-type goal here in the second half.
And McDonald, while he had 1 on the PK, he's almost gotten close to 2 more on some really especially long.
Back for O'Brien. He'll give it back to Plano. Plano can't turn as Kargbo was there. Butsky will drop through the double for Butsky. Out ahead. Not a bad look for Riccio. Hagstrom dropped. Ball played in. Good ball. Lind.
Some space up the middle for the Terriers. Chipped up by Kargbo.
Opportunity here for Kargbo. Knutson now off and running. Campbell's able to track him down. And possession gained by Peter Kargbo. We'll see what Eric Mubank can do. Number 12 University transferred here.
This is excellent.
Comes that counter.
With 35 seconds to go. Can this counter be there for Boston University here? A man down with Kargbo. Blasts it inside, and it's saved by